Many of you do not understand how politics really works. So I'm going to give you a few names to look up, and then you will understand exactly why I'm right. Eliphas Levi, Michael Aquino, Anton LaVey, Charles Davenport, David Starr Jordan, Eugen Fisher, Lothrop Stoddard, Margaret Sanger, Franz Kallman, Jacob Rothschild, David Rockefeller, George Soros, Zygmunt Brzezinski, Henry Kissinger. Now, once you start looking at these names and you start saying to yourself, well, why does he have me look these names up? You understand what it has to do with the Brussels attacks. At least 31 dead at Zaventem and Melbik. Okay, Brussels airport. 2 bomb attacks in Brussels. Now, in my other video, which I urge you all to see, I'll link it in the comments, and I'll link it in the annotations, and I'll link it in the description. I go into, more detail as well. We have images of the suspects. And obviously, they were members of a proxy group of the American military, who will almost certainly claim later on that they try to control terrorist groups, that they made a deal with terrorist groups afterwards, and that they haven't been controlling them the whole time. These atrocious attacks are carried out by the establishment. I have proven it over the years in my studies with over 20 years of research, over 4,000 videos, over 10,000 valid sources in the last 7 years alone. I have a $3,000 top martial artist challenge and $1,000 to anyone who can prove any key points in any of my videos wrong, points that I haven't, corrected or amended myself. The reason why terrorism is ubiquitous is because the New World Order agenda is everywhere. It's ever present. It's heartless, relentless, and these ruthless oppressors control the clandestine world of secret societies. We have a secret government, but no one ever wants to acknowledge that secret societies come with a secret government. How can you have a secret government and a deep state without secret societies? You cannot. How can you claim that you're the best when you haven't accepted my challenge? You cannot. Now, why doesn't America acknowledge my top martial arts challenge? Why isn't it in the news? We're going on 3 years. I have done 10 hits in 1 second. I've destroyed the last challenger 10-0. So why on earth don't they give me my credit? For the same reason that they control the news coverage of ISIS. The U.S. Army Guerrilla Warfare Handbook, where they talk about raids and ambushes, communication, demolition, psychological operations, counterintelligence, mining, and sniping. I urge you all to see, and I'll link it in the comments as well, to see the video I've made where I read a chapter out of this very handbook. The EU leaders love to go on about how it is an attack on our open democratic society. Our open democratic society? The internet is buzzing with news of psychological operations on political dissidents and even random people. Covert drugging, MK Ultra type CIA operations, surreptitious harassment by very secretive and unscrupulous groups. What it means to be an American is to be led by secret societies and a shadow government. What it means to be an American is to watch your daughters grow up to be sluts while your ancestors turn in their grave. What it means to be an American is to propagate homosexuality, atheism, Satanism, scientific Satanism, scientific racism, social biology, social Darwinism. What it means to be an American is to propound principles of biodemography and how they relate to eugenics. What it means to be an American is to pretend that we are righteous while we cause 65 million preventable deaths a year with our NATO allies, especially Israel. What it means to be an American is to shun the most righteous men in society, to attack religious adherents, to attack devout Muslims and Christians, and group them in with fanatics, and claim that they are a threat to our democracy. What it means to be an American is to be the biggest hypocrite on the planet, to claim to have free speech, yet to be the pioneers of the covert drugging culture of the world. What it means to be an American is to claim that you have freedom of religion, the right to pursue happiness, but to force medicate people for how they feel, how they think, and what they believe. What it means to be an American is to force people to conform to satanic social norms. Scientific Satanism is Satanism by the book. Terrorism is a proxy group doing guerrilla warfare by the book, while the psychological operation units of the military expound on despicable falsehoods that they propagate mercilessly. What it means to be an American is to ensure that 43 million abortions a year take place. What it means to be an American is to let what it means to be an American be defined by the ruling class, the social engineers, and all the cowards that help them. So why? Why do you people incessantly, persistently bootlick to mass murdering human traffickers, pedophiles, drug peddling knaves, ultra vile, mega demonic, two master serving trash? ISIS is the result of the alliance between the Christian Zionists, the Israeli Zionists, the pagans, the Satanists, the feminists, the LGBT community, the atheists, and the worst criminals. Does anyone wonder why men of God do not wish to accept scientific Satanism as socially normative in their villages, cities, and nations? Do any of you wonder why the auxiliaries of America push the most despicable, underhanded tactics and principles of American life, which makes it absolutely clear to men of God that America is the great Satan. And then these same men refuse the Trojan horse offerings and offers of American hypocrites, cultural imperialists, and their culture is Masonic. It is demonic. It belittles men. It emasculates men. It breaks down families. It kills babies. It drugs the righteous and rewards the wicked. At what cost? The future of humanity and man's natural relationship with the Almighty. Do any of you wonder why they hate us? All ISIS is a trap set by the CIA, the Mossad, and a bunch of MI bitches to lure people that would resist, devils, people who believe in violence as a means of social change, to trap them so that we can bomb them. ISIS is the bait. Syria and Iraq, the hook. And America, Israel, and NATO are the demonic fishermen, waiting to consume the souls of the righteous, hoping to lead them astray. Their area commands, their auxiliary regional commands, their auxiliary county commands, their auxiliary district commands, their local auxiliary units at community and village levels. This is by the book. The organizations of nations, the establishments of nations, the auxiliary activities and the communities that control, the committees that control them, the special efforts, the special tactical units, the special forces, the guerrilla installations, the isolation of guerrilla units, the bait and switch tactics, the operational missions, the planning, the intelligence, the decentralized execution, the surprise, the short duration action, the multiple attacks. These are characteristics of guerrilla combat operations by the book. The Brussels attacks were done by the book. You know them by their works, their tactical control measures, their targets, their zones of actions, their axis of advance, their mission support sites. Americans are godless heathens, fake Christians, Hollywood pedophiles, soulless media scum, gold-digging harpies, feminazis, Zionazis, neo-Nazis, corporate Nazis, corporate dictators, the unholy alliances, the collaborations, the unforgivable activities of Satanists who are wolves in sheep's clothes. Look up the old coat of arms of the Fabian Society. Social Democrats, wolves in sheep's clothes. Big business Republicans, wolves without sheep's clothes. Vote for the wolves without sheep's clothes or the wolves in sheep's clothes. You get a bunch of wolves. And someone said to me today, and I'll end it on this. They said, why do you betray your country? Read the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence, two things that the politicians wipe their ass with simultaneously. You know, You get the government you vote for. You get the government you vote for. No, you get a bunch of options laid there by a bunch of demonic filth. The right and left wing of the great dragon, Satan himself. And no matter what, it moves the dragon forward. Get America's full of bootlickers, kissing Babylon system's ass, like the spiritual bottom feeders they are. Dumbass slut wanted me to do real kicks. As if that whore can do this. Watch this.